Jackie, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing so good.
Awesome.
So
We got
good.
Treva, Kim, Nate. Okay, everybody, you know the housekeeping rules. Turn on your video, turn on your so we can see your moneymaker. And I'm excited to share today. It's Friday, Freedom Friday. Um, got up this morning, had a great routine, did the cold plunge. Man, that water's cold. It's 47 degrees. I didn't stay in full 3 minutes today. I was like, this is cold. I'm getting out of here. But man, great to have everybody. Got my hat on backwards. I didn't even shave yet. What the heck? Let's get things started. Here we go. It's Friday. And so today we're going to share about text messaging. And I'm excited because text messaging is such a great opportunity for us to connect and for us to have conversations. And the whole goal is obviously to have conversations, okay? And that's the goal of a text message, a phone call, and the end goal is to book an appointment, right? You can't sell a home with over a phone, over a text message. So, and so the whole call today is going to focus on text messaging, and we're going to go over a little bit how the game is changing. And then also we're going to talk a little bit about some of the rules that are coming down from the TCPA and the Twillo and stuff like that as well. Because we have to be compliant with everything that we do. And hopefully everyone is still calling. I mean, the goal is to call your leads, call your database, call your contacts, follow up with any leads that you come in, whether it's a buyer lead or a seller lead, or if it's someone that goes to your website. And in this world of quick, easy Amazon, everyone is just really, they're wanting a quick response. They're wanting a quick answer. You know, you can go on Amazon and order something and it's going to be on your doorstep. If you want it, you can get it that very same day and get it delivered, and it's personalized. So that's the first thing that we have to remember is any type of communication, keep it personal, keep it personalized with people. You don't want to just be sending out blanket text messages that are not personalized because we get so much noise right now. I mean, how many text messages do we get that are just noise and advertising and they're not really personalized? So I'm okay with having text campaigns if you use reach, and we'll talk. I'm going to ask Eric here in a little bit about some of the other campaigns that are possible for us to use. I'm okay with using those, but keep them personalized. Have their name in there. Put an emoji in there. Keep it. Otherwise, it's just going to be salesy. And because of the law and the guidelines, if they say stop, then you legally have to stop. Otherwise, you can get in some big trouble. And then also leave voicemails. I'm finding that people are picking up they're picking up their voicemail, or they will read their voicemail. So, you know, you call, text, email, and leave a voicemail as well. You'll be surprised the people that the response that you'll get from the voicemail. And, you know, for example, you know, here's just kind of an example. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and post. I listened to this to my coach, Robbie Trefetheren, can't pronounce it, but Robbie T. I'm going to post his full webinar. So these are kind of my cliff notes off of that webinar. Definitely listen to it because he goes even deeper to share how to capitalize and have conversations and closings from text messages. So one of the text messages is, for example, you know, hey, Matt, sorry I missed you. I noticed that we just started sending you some alerts from homes, and Denver area. And I was curious, are you just kind of surfing around for fun, or are you thinking about making a move soon? Either way, I want to make sure this is dialed in for you. My service is free, and I'll send you a text. So no, feel free to send me a text. Don't say my service is free. That's a whole nother webinar. Okay. So I think that's good. Were you just surfing around, or how can I help you? I want to get this dialed in for you. Because we're in a service-based industry. We want to make sure that we cater to people that we're talking to, and that we're serving them and we're helping them out. And again, with your database, hopefully you're calling through your database and you're reaching out to them, and staying in touch with them. Obviously, keep it very personalized. And if they're looking to buy a home or sell a home, keep it personalized. And you also have to mirror and match. If someone is, if they're sending you a big, huge, long text message back, make sure that you kind of mirror and match a little bit. If they're just sending you a short one, then don't send them a novel. That's not best practices at the end of the day. So I'd like to have Eric jump on here now and talk a little bit about the TCPA guidelines and Trail Elk guidelines. So Eric, what are you seeing for best practices?
Yeah, so what Tom's referring to with the A2P 10 DLC guidelines, that is only something that needs to be followed if you're going to be using like any type of an automated system. And that basically that's something that all the major cell phone carriers have kind of implemented to cut down on the amount of garbage text and advertising text and whatnot that gets sent out. So when you use a system like that, there's a set of information that will be required for your system to be verified by the companies. The information that you'll need to provide is basically, your business name, not the DBA, your actual business name, your EIN number, website that is being used, and the method that is being used to allow people to opt in. Now, when you get all of this stuff set up, the initial text message that would have to be sent out actually has to request that the person opts in to the text message as well, by saying yes or start or subscribe, something along those lines. And then after that, you're able to begin sending the messages. You will always have to have something in the text message that says that they're able to unsubscribe by saying stop or unsubscribe. Now, if those things are not being done, eventually that will be noticed and the system will be deactivated. So it's very important if you're going to be using any type of, CRM or website that's sending out that information to follow those guidelines.
Cool. Thanks, Eric.
I'll put some of that information just in case anybody's thinking about getting, an automated system set up for this purpose. I'll put the guidelines in the chat.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And also, another technique, especially if there's some sort of an automated system that you're using. I mean, Follow Up Boss has automation, KV Core has automation. Use the sandwich technique where you wait about a minute and then you will send them another personalized text. Or let's say if they go to your website and they request information, it's usually better to wait a minute or two, or even, you don't want to respond over and over to make it look like you're a robot. So keep that in mind as well. Yeah, and then if you're just texting people over and over and calling them and they've gone radio silent, you can text different things like, hey, is this even Robbie? After you think, you get a lead, you think it's Robbie and you're texting and calling, hey, is this even Robbie? I mean, you'd be surprised the people that will even they'll respond, no, this isn't Robbie. So it's going to save you a lot of time. At least they're going to respond and you can apologize. And emojis, I would use them with caution. Just use a few of them. I wouldn't go too crazy with them. And it's speed to lead. I mean, as soon as you get a lead, you have a 300% greater chance for conversion if you reach out to them within the first 5 seconds. I mean, and definitely within the first 1 minute. So you need to reach out to them immediately. Call them, text them, email them, leave them a voicemail immediately within the first minute. So, for example, if that lead comes in the morning, right away, call, text, email, and then again, within 30 minutes, call, text, email, reach out to them. Another way is you can do a FaceTime audio. I've had people pick up, and I've had people pick up on the FaceTime. So, for example, if their voicemail is turned off or it's going right to voicemail, you can do a FaceTime. I've had people pick up from that. Another hack is *67. So, of course, that blocks out your number. And a lot of times people will pick that up. Then I would do it again in 30 minutes. So call, text, email, try and get a hold, and then again in 30 minutes right away. Okay. And then again at the end of the day. So the first day is 3 times. The second day is 3 times. And then the third day is 3 times. So it's 3, 3, and 3. And then you go down to 2, 2, and 2. The next, so then on the 4th day, twice, 5th day, twice, 6th day, twice, then go to once a day. And then if you don't hear from them after 2 weeks, then you can just put them in your auto drip campaign. So, and kind of mix it up with your messages that you're sending out, because a lot of you think, wow, it may be really abrasive to do it that much. Well, the abrasiveness is not from the texting and the touches. The abrasiveness is the language that you use in your text messaging. Okay. So keep that in mind. Again, so the abrasiveness isn't in the amount of touches, it's in the communication that you use when you're reaching out to them.
Something to keep in mind on that topic is
go ahead.
Average number of contact attempts, primarily, it's not just via text, but phone call and text. The average is 25 attempts before contact is even made, or if they respond to a text message. So, you don't give up too soon. Otherwise, you'll have very little chance of getting in touch with people.
Absolutely. Thank you. That's NAR stats, 25 touches. So again, the fortune is in the follow-up. And again, be careful, the text and the communication. We can find out so much information about people. You have to be cautious with the type of texting that you're sending back. Let's just say, for example, you don't want to text someone back, hey, I saw that you looked at this one home for 32 different times within the last 3 days in Roseville. It might be a little creepy. So you don't want to be creepy with the information that you have with them. Here's another one that we just recently started using. If someone, have any of you either called, text, email over and over, and then for whatever reason they've gone dark on you? Raise your hand if they've gone dark. Yeah, they've gone radio silent, right? So here's a good one. Hey, Matt, I've tried to reach out a few times. I've heard nothing back, and that tells me one of three things. 1, you're no longer interested in making a move, or 2, you're interested, but you've been too busy to respond, or 3, you've been abducted by aliens, and in that case, let me know. I'll reach out to Elon Musk or NASA to come and rescue you. We get a stupid amount of responses from that. You just kind of have to mix it up and kind of keep it fun. And sometimes it'll give someone a nudge to get back with you. And again, we're in a service-based industry, okay? We're here to serve. So we really want to eventually find out what's really driving this decision. We really want to serve them and help them, whether they're looking to buy a home or sell a home. And we really want to see if we can get into really kind of the underlying, motivation and find out really kind of what's going on. Okay, here's another one. If you haven't heard back from them, hey, Robbie, I've reached out a few times and I haven't heard anything back, ... And then skip a few lines. Where do we go from here? ? And that's a good one. Hey, I've reached out a few times and I haven't heard anything back, ... Skip a few lines. Where do we go from here? ? That's a good one. You just kind of have to mix it up. So, and I know that, Eric, were you able to pull up, we checked with Chat GPT to get some AI suggestions for text messaging. What do we see from AI, Eric?
So basically, these are, it's segmented into, not only obviously the initial contact following up, but, whether it's for sellers, buyers. I also pulled it up with a Google Bard, which is similar to ChatGPT. They're pretty similar, but basically it's just these are just examples. It doesn't really get into too deep into any of the follow-up conversation you might have, but initial contact, just checking with them, tell them who you are, where you're from, that you notice they're looking at homes in the area. Then following up if they look at more properties. This is all pretty basic stuff, but if anybody wants it, I can go ahead and post this in the chat as well.
Yeah, post that in there. The key is just to mix it up a little bit. Were there any new requirements or changes to your home search, or are you available for a phone call to discuss? Again, we're just serving them. And the whole key is to mirror and match. We want to mirror and match them with every single communication that we have, whether it's an email, whether it's a text, whether it's a voicemail, on the phone, when you're live with them. We just want to mirror match, because that's the best way to create rapport, is for them to know you and like you and trust you and feel like you're them. Hey, I just love this guy. He's so much like me. If they're talking fast, you need to go ahead and speed it up a little bit and talk a little bit quicker. If they're talking slow, you kind of need to talk a little bit slower, right? If they're talking really slow and asking questions about the home, and you're talking really fast, oh yeah, it's an amazing 3-bedroom, 2-bath, it's got a pool, they're going to think you're a little bit too slick, right? But if they're talking really fast, they're going, yeah, tell me more about this home. I really need to know. I'm in a hurry. Well, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And let me look up the information. They're going to be like, man, this guy's a little slow. I don't want to work with him. He just might be a little slow in the head. So always mirror and match. So let's see what else I have down in my notes here. Here's another one. Hey, Robbie, ... I'm not even sure if we can help you yet. We'd need to learn a little bit more. What had you interested in making a move? So I don't know if we can help you or not. It's kind of the takeaway, right? Nobody else is doing that. Okay. Just checking in. I was just curious. Just wanted to see what's going on, because let's face it. Hey, we're a stranger, we're strangers and people are very private. So we need to start off slow before we can really, and this is the largest investment in their life. We need to start off slow and really share. Of course, the famous saying, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you really, really care. So, and here's another one. When they do text you, just mirror and match exactly what they said. That's another secret hack skill. You know, if they text you back, then go ahead and mirror match what they said, the exact words in their own same words, okay? And then maybe add a question to it, okay? Just so I understand, you're thinking about selling your home coming up after the first of the year. You know, go ahead, you know, what's got you thinking about selling or something like that. So mirror and match their exact words, and then that will also help you as well. You want to really just see things from their perspective, right? Because, you know, everybody wants to talk about themselves. So, you know, it's that famous radio station, number one. You know what the number one radio station most listened to is? WIFM. What's in it for me? So, okay, those were some of my notes that I had, and those were some of my tips. Any nuggets, ahas, or things that you're all doing that's working?
Yeah, I was just wondering what your question or your answer is to, you know, the video text idea. How much more effective is that? Have you used that much? When you just text someone a video, like a quick of you, hey, Joe, how are you? Kind of thing.
I love that. Thanks for bringing that up. I forgot to mention, video text is amazing. For example, we use it after we go on a listing appointment. And, you know, after you get that listing signed, you're standing out in front of their house. Hey, I'm so excited to work with you. Or maybe, you know, if you don't get it signed, you know, hey, it was great to meet with you. And I can't wait even before the appointment, because people are visual. And if they see a video, then it's almost as good as meeting with you live. So have you used that, or do you like that approach, Jackie?
Yeah, I've used it a lot. I do think it's really effective for people who've never met you in person or have seen you. It definitely puts a name to the face. And then also I was wondering if Eric could like script out, like not script it out, but your 25 touches, you know, two contacts, day 1, 2, 3. Can he just type that in?
Yeah, you know, it's in our system. I can't really copy and paste it,
Oh,
but
okay.
I can get the information if I'll send it over to you. If anybody else wants that, you can just throw your email into the chat and I'll get it over to you guys. It'll just take a little bit of time for me to pull it out of the system.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, I hope that was helpful. Any other last nuggets or shares or questions?
Yeah, Trevor
Yeah.
had a question.
I like to do the personalized videos, especially right now with the holidays. Just, hey, it's Kim. You know, happy holidays. I was just reaching out and let you know I was thinking about you, and I hope you and your family have an amazing Christmas or holiday, whatever they celebrate. And just keep it simple like that. I've gotten more responses from people that way, just by making it generic and nothing about real estate, just to say hi and touch bases, and then they end up contacting me about or thinking about selling. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's great. And I love the fact that you said, hey, I was just thinking about you.
Mm-hmm.
People really appreciate that. So good job. Cool. Any other shares, nuggets, or questions? Okay,
Trevor
Trevor.
has, yeah.
I was wondering, what system do you use for your automated text? Which one do you prefer?
I like Reach. Reach
Okay.
is a good, and then also Follow Up Boss has a good automated text as well. Anyone else heard of other automated text systems, or Eric, do you know of any?
Yeah, I mean, it depends really on what you're going to be using it for.
Okay, can you turn up your speaker for some your mic?
Mike,
Okay.
now?
Yeah.
Better. Yeah.
This thing keeps changing my microphone for some reason.
Mine too.
So yeah, it depends on what you're using the texting for. I mean, obviously, if you're using it to, you know, reach out to potential clients from your website, Follow Up Boss is a good option since it's built into it. But if you want to use it for, you know, for anything else, like, you know, agent attraction purposes, you know, you can use other systems like SMS Magic, which integrates into a lot of different platforms. You can do mass texting. You can set up, you know, automated workflows. Another option would be I don't know if anybody's heard of this, but it's called Go High Level. It's a CRM that you can build a lot of different automations into. You can create the text message templates, which is one of the ones I'm going to be pulling out the 25 touches from. So yeah, there's a lot of different options, but if you're trying to do mass text messaging, SMS Magic is a good one. If you want to do automation for real estate clients, Follow Up Boss is good. If you want to use something else for agent attraction, you can use the system that's built into Go High Level. So again, it just depends on what you're going to be using it for.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll go ahead and send out that information. And hey, have a great weekend, everyone. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. We're going to have meetings all week next week. However, the following week, the week between Christmas and New Year's, no meetings. Enjoy your family. Have a Merry Christmas. Well, thanks, y'all. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye now.